Okay, guys, here I am. I'm making something for supper, and I'll tell you, I'm kind of winging it. Okay, I know I'm going to probably make some rice. I opened a can of chickpeas. I washed them and I'm draining them, so they're in the colander. I was searching for my words because we call it in Italian another word. So, yeah. So, going with a carrot. I just want you to see really how fast you can get some food together for your family without making it into a big ordeal. Okay, so we're chopping up the carrot. I'm gonna do it kind of small. There we go, 1 carrot, that's it. I'm not really looking for leftovers, just enough for supper. I have some boiling water, I put that in. I have my frozen red pepper. I'll throw some of this in. So, you know, if you prep in advance, your preparation can be very simple when it's time to get your food ready. All right, so this is green onions or scallions, all cleaned up and ready to be put into the pot. All right. Celery, I'm going to clean a piece of celery, cut this up, throw this in the pot. All right, I'm also gonna chop this small. I'm trying to move my fingers where you can see me chopping. All right, boom, 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 boom. Almost, guys, just hang in there. Look at that, done, 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 done. See that, how easy peasy? All right. Okay, so anyway, I went and I put the garlic in. I just chopped up a couple pieces of garlic. Okay. So this is zucchini. What I was saying was, I thought the camera was on and it wasn't, but I would love to make this spicy, but because of the baby veganino, I can't do it. He loves beans and I don't want to ruin it for him. And he did grow up on spice. He's 15 months old. I don't know how grown up he is, but since he was able to eat, he's had some spice in his food. But anyway, when there's too much spice in his food, he rubs his nose. He gets his nose and rubs it real hard. And I always know when I put a little too much spice in the food, just by the way he reacts. So, okay, this is the zucchini. So I'm not gonna make it spicy. Little spicy, but really not the way I'd like it. Anyway, so far I'm gonna stir it. And I'll actually start at, well, I'm gonna put, this is the mushrooms that I cleaned and froze, cut all up. Let me put this away, I don't want to leave this out. So for vegetables, I'm going to add the zucchini, and I'm also going to add some frozen spinach. What else am I going to put in this? Just checking my cabinet for what I'm going to put in. I guess some tomato paste. Yeah, I'll add some tomato paste. I also have a few tomatoes that are frozen. I'm going to chop them up, put them in. So, as I said, I'm just winging this. Alright guys, I have no idea. And I think sometimes this is one of the best ways to cook. Garlic. Half a teaspoon. Onion powder. Half a teaspoon. Cumin. Everything goes better with cumin, especially when you have beans. Half a teaspoon. Everything's a half a teaspoon. I'm also going to put in some chili powder. Chili powder goes very well with beans. Not too much. I can always add after it's done, but I can't take away for the baby. So a half a teaspoon, whatever you like, you put in. And then I always like to put in some Italian seasoning. If I have any left. I may not. I might have to buy some more today. And that's what it's looking like. Doggone it. I don't like when I run out of things. No, babies. Alright, well. Is what it is, right? So I have this Italian seasoning in the grinder. I guess this is what I'll use. It doesn't come out fast enough for me, so it's the only reason I don't really like to use it. Alright guys, so I got that in. Spices are done for now. Okay, this is what it's looking like, and the aroma, of course, is outstanding. Let's see. Open up my tomato paste. Okay. This is going together within, 15-20 minutes. Bam, done. That's it. I'm gonna put a little bit of coconut sugar, always do. Especially when I'm using any kind of tomato because of the acid. And actually, instead of rice, I don't know, I'm undecided. I may use quinoa instead. Baby loves quinoa too. So we shall see about that one. So now I'm going to let it brown up a little bit, and by putting the brown sugar, that helps it brown a little. Try that. It's a little trick. It really does work well. All right. So that's what the police were responding to. Now, in the cell phone video, you clearly see that the autistic patient is holding a light toy truck in his hands. That man had escaped from his group home, which is why Kinsey ran after him in the first place. I think that's all that's really needed for now. So as soon as I fry this up a little, I can't really show you anything else that I'll be doing because everything's pretty much done at the moment. But when I get to the next point, I want it to brown just a little by putting that brown sugar in there. That's going to help it to brown. So I'll let it cook up a second and then I'll come back and show you. I don't want to bore you with sitting and waiting. So, alright guys, shall return. Okay guys, so I'm back. What I did was I added a half a can of tomato paste. And I had 3 little tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes. I went ahead and added that. I actually forgot to turn the camera back on for you, so sorry about that. But it didn't do much. So I added the tomato paste, the 3 little tomatoes, and then I added my vegetable stock. And I added the vegetable stock, you know, like I showed you, to the point that I showed you. And see how this is like a little brownish color? That's because the sugar helps this to brown. And I always put my tomato paste in and let that brown a little. So yeah, now what I'll do is I'll just let that simmer for just a few seconds. Put all my mess away. I'm going to add this at the end with my spinach. And that'll be it. Why I decide if I'm having quinoa or rice. Oh, you know what? I didn't put the beans in. I can put them in. I don't know how good it would have been without the beans. The beans. So 1 can of chickpeas rinse. Now I'll show you. This is going to be very hearty. Very good. Yeah. I'm going to put a lid on, put a little bit more stock, let it cook down. In other news, hundreds of flights have been canceled or delayed because of a computer glitch at Southwest Airlines. And the problem is now continuing for the lid. So now it's cooking down. When I'm ready to add this and the spinach, I'll be back. Alright guys. Okay guys, here I am, back again. Here we go, here's our beans with the tomato paste and celery and onion and mushroom. Now we're going to add zucchini. Right now the pressure is holding steady. The winds are out of the south-southwest at 9 miles an hour, and the ocean temperature has warmed up significantly from yesterday, 73 degrees. Let's look at Satellite 6 in action radar. You can see we've got clear skies out here, nothing going on. We're going to have nothing but sunshine out up above those clouds to the north and west. Now, cut organic spinach. And this is the kind that's already like in just little brown rolls, whatever you might want to call them. So I'm gonna add some. I don't know if I'm gonna add the whole thing yet.
By 6 o'clock, dipping down to 87. It starts to turn a little more humid tonight. 8 o'clock, 82 degrees, and by 10 p.m., 77. And yesterday, we had some suburbs dropping to the upper 50s. That's not going to happen tonight.
Yeah, I think that's enough. I probably just put in, well, I don't know, a handful of spinach. That's all. I don't want it to overtake this. What do I call it? I don't know. I'll think about it. But, okay, I'll put this back. I'm gonna let this cook down still until the zucchini and the spinach is done. Then what I did was I took some organic brown rice, balsamic rice. Oh, balsamic. What the hell is it called? This oh, let me get it.
You really need to be careful of that. And look at this, the entire 7-day period, we're in the 90s. Now tonight's just borderline, 90s.
Oh goodness, spring freeze. Bosmatic. Okay, guys, I'm back. So what I did was I went and I took some organic quick cook brown rice, put in 1 cup and then 2 cups of water. I also like some garlic. Added a few spices to my rice. I put garlic, onion powder, and a little bit of salt. Then I added my zucchini and about a handful of spinach. I'm gonna let this cook down. We're gonna put that over the rice, but of course I'll show you. This is the spinach that I used. And yeah, this is very good spinach, but whatever your pocket can afford, that's what you get. This was on sale. So okay guys, when this is done and we get ready to eat tonight, I'll show you what we're having or how I'm going to put it together and how it tastes. Okay, so talk to you soon. Okay guys. Here's how it turned out. I have my rice on the bottom. See, rice on the bottom, and then I have the beans and the carrots and onion and spinach and zucchini, all that mixture on top. So check this out. Try it on your, try this recipe for yourself. And let me know how it is. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm going to give it a taste. I'm sure it's going to be good. And it's got all your veggies. What more would you want, right? Exactly. Okay, guys. So this is my recipe for today. All right. Take care. Sending all my love your way. Subscribe, like, and favorite.